Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. So today we are continuing with the second part of Ikigai, and this is in continuation with the chapters which I did not complete last time, which is second chapter, anti-aging secrets, which I'll complete now. So we begin with that. I'll be sharing my screen. Give me a second. And I hope introduction is not recorded because everybody knows now. So I'm Simran Gangwani, and I'm here as a book coach, and I'm reading the book Ikigai, and I hope you have attended the last session as well. Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Hmm? Okay. Done. Okay. So, yes. So, yeah, we have started reading the book Ikigai, and we know that we all are looking for the purpose of our life. So, I'm blessed and grateful to the authors who have, written such a wonderful book, and I'm blessed and grateful for being a part of Wings Publication to be here to present the book. So, it's a good learning experience for all of us because we all are looking for settling down in life with happiness, with finding the purpose and going towards progressing in our life. So here we begin. I'll share my screen now, and in this we'll just continue. So this is the part 2 session, and we are going to have chapter 2 in continuation of the last chapter, and then we have chapter 3, that is from logotherapy to ikigai, which is a very interesting chapter. In fact, when I read it for the second time, there was a lot of unfoldings happening. And then chapter 3, find flow in everything you do. This is also another amazing chapter wherein you will get answers to many of your questions which you all have been looking for. So may I again welcome everyone and request all of you to switch on your cameras so that we can we can have a conversation with each other. Yeah, 1 second. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So going to chapter 2 again, let's quickly revise anti-aging secrets. There are little things that can add up to a long and happy life. So we have completed the part active mind, youthful body. How can we have an active mind and youthful body? How stress is the, accused, how stress is impacting our lives. It's killing the longevity of the lives of people. And how does stress work? We also completed be mindful about reducing stress. So today we continue with the fifth one, that is a little stress is good for you. Now how many of you feel that yes, I get stressed throughout the day, but you can just write a percentage. Okay, it's 90% of the time I'm stressed, or 50%, or I can balance my stress. So be for balance. If you can balance, and if you have a number, you can put it in the chat box that yeah, there is stress in my life, and this much is the amount of stress on an average daily basis. So you can just put the number in percentage in 90%, 80%, or if it's a balanced life, you are able to balance stress and life very easily. So just write B. So let's understand a little stress and what the author has told about this in this. The author says that people who maintained a low level of stress, okay, who who have discovered who face challenges rather. So stress comes when you are facing challenges, right? And when you face challenges, it's up to you how you handle that stress, right? That means how you put your heart and soul in order to succeed that challenge or overcome that challenge, right? So those people only lived longer than those who choose a more relaxed lifestyle and they retired earlier. We've seen people, I was among the people who used to talk only about retirement, right? Okay, this is the age of retirement, and after 58 I'm going to do this. And so they used to talk about retirement, but now I'm not around those people who talk about retirement. I'm around the community where everybody is talking about long term goals, and it's only goals in front of their eyes, and us achieving these goals. From this, what he concluded, that a small dose of stress is actually a positive thing. Do you agree with this? If you agree, yes, say yes. Because now why it's a positive thing, because that small stress why it's positive, because when you have that stress in you, that's only the small challenge which is going to push forward to take you and ahead and take action, right? Yes, so that's going to help you. So small stress, so the author says a small stress is good for you. Okay, because this is very positive, and low levels of stress will tend to develop a healthier habits. You'll sleep better, you'll eat better. Okay, so you'll get into healthier habits. Now the sixth point the author says is a lot of sitting will age you. Now we already know that we are spending too much time seated at work nowadays, because of technological advancements. We see people having work from home, or there's a lot of work done sitting in one place. It could be at the workplace or at home. So this is just not only reducing your muscular fitness, this is not only reducing your respiratory fitness, but it's also increasing your appetite. Okay, so you feel to eat, increasing appetite means you feel like eating more, and then this does not allow you to participate in activities. So a lot of sitting is going to age you. Keep this in mind. So if you really want to have big goals in your life, if you're decided, then you need to work on your exercise. So the problem is at all life stages, not only among the adults. Okay, even the children are suffering from this. Okay, the obesity and the kinds of concerns we get to hear. It just take a bit of effort and a few changes to your routine. If you can just bring a little change, you can really achieve a good health. You can have good healthy habits, and you can achieve all your goals in that. Okay, what are the tips the author has given in order to make changes in our everyday habits? The author says walk to work. Just go on a walk for at least 20 minutes a day, and I think we all can do that. Use your feet instead of an elevator or an escalator. Yeah, this is very good. So this is going to be good for your posture, your muscles. Participate in some social and leisure activities so that you don't spend time more in front of the television. Yeah, so this is the author's advice. Then next comes is a model's best kept secret. Now we all have seen the film actress, okay, and the actors as well. Okay, so what is the secret behind their best kept health, I should say? So what is the secret? The author says, though we age not only externally, but we age internally. So your mind is also aging. When your body is aging, it's actually first your mind is aging. Internally, that is both physically and mentally. One of the things that tell us most about people's age is their skin. Have you seen the skin now? When you see the actress, if you happen to meet any actress, just look at their skin. They have such beautiful glowing skin. So this shows the texture of the skin, the color of the skin. This tells us most about their age. Okay, what is the age of this? Have they crossed 40, or have they crossed 50, or are they in their early 30s? It is all because this kind of secret they have kept it with them. So the models claim to sleep between 9 to 10 hours. Do you know that they sleep 9 to 10 hours the night before a fashion show? So it's a secret which they maintain, and this gives their skin a taunt, a wrinkle-free appearance, and they look so radiant. Their skin looks so radiant. They look so healthy, and it's radiantly glowing, their skin. So the author has given more importance that sleep is a key anti-aging tool. So my dear friends, take care that you sleep well at night and you have a peaceful and sound sleep. Don't bring thoughts before you go to sleep. Okay, so when we sleep we are not going to have a healthy body and healthy mind. So we have to, the very first thing in fact I changed in my lifestyle is the sleep, because once I got to know that, oh, I'm just sleeping for 5 hours a day, so that is not good enough. So I really had to work hard on myself to make it to 7 hours. Now I brought it to 7. I'm going to make it to 8, but it might take time, but I know it will soon happen. Once I started from 5, I brought it to 7. So yeah, please take care of the sleep. So then that is the model's best kept secret. And yeah, apart from that, you have to have a balanced diet and get more calcium. See that you get soaked up most moderate amount of sun each day. How many of you go for at least 10 minutes in the morning? Before 10 you should soak yourself in the sun. Take a 10-15 minute, take time for yourself, and see that you take care of your body. Get enough sleep. Okay, and avoid stress. Don't get involved into any activity which is having stress. All these will give you a good night's rest. Let me tell you, I solved my insomnia concern in life because of these just healthy habits. I just yeah, thank you, Joshina. I just changed I had insomnia very much, a big concern of insomnia. I really, I can share with you my secret, and it was almost 4 months. I used to sleep just for 4 hours in a day, sometimes 3 hours. So I used to think a lot, the overthinking habit, and I never knew. This is just 2.5 years back, and it went on for many years. I never knew that sleep is something, which is very important. I need to take care of. And when during COVID time, I realized that this is something I need to look upon. A medical assistance is required because I couldn't sleep. It was impacting my health. Yeah, so when I visited the doctor, he said, I'm not going to give you any medicine. Thankfully, I'm lucky to visit a doctor who did not give me medicine. He said, I'll give you medicine, but it'll work only for 2 years. After that, what will you do? So I said, okay, what's the solution? He said, go for exercising. Do something which will keep you happy. Do something which will keep you, do something which will, which is you're passionate about. I said, I'm passionate about teaching. I'm passionate about talking to people. He said, go out and talk to people, exercise, go for a walk if you don't like to go to a gym. And will you believe, I just started doing that, and somehow, the insomnia permanently got solved. And now, because of insomnia, there were other concerns which had started coming up in my life. So I had a lot of headache, acidities, all the issues had started coming up. But then when this sleep, so now after the, in fact, after my day's work is over by 9:30, it's my mobile going in the kitchen trolley, and I don't keep it near me. It's in the kitchen trolley. I don't know what's happening, what messages are coming. Mostly I try to do that by 9 is my target. I'm going to bring it to 8. So I keep it in the kitchen trolley, and then in 1 minute I go to sleep. I don't get time at all to think. I don't have time to even think. It's so I'm so happy, and so the energy is so high at that time, because when you're taking care of your sleep, you start with a good day. So please do that. Okay, then anti-aging attitudes, number 8. The author is very well explained that most doctors agree that the secret to keeping the body young is keeping your mind active. Keep a mind active. Practice some, the author has mentioned, practice some mindfulness activities so that your mind can be active. We don't talk about having a mind gym. I wish somebody would talk more about the gym of the mind. What are the gym activities of the mind, so that you give exercise to your mind. So everybody I have seen talking about the physical exercise, but mindfulness exercise, I very rarely see that. They may be doing it, but general category, the people, they talk, okay, I have to go to the gym, but then mindful activities is missing. So see that you do these kind of activities in your, bring them into your life. And the last part is, and there's a very beautiful poem. The author has written an ode that is to longevity. Okay, to those people of the village of Japan, to keep healthy and have a long life, eat just a little of everything with relish. Go to bed early, get up early, and then go for a walk. We live each day with serenity and we enjoy the journey. To keep healthy and have a long life, we get on well with all our friends. Spring, summer, fall, winter, we happily enjoy all the seasons. The secret is to not get distracted by how old the fingers are, from the fingers to the head and back once again. If you keep moving with your fingers working, 100 years will come to you. Yes, so keeping this in mind, let's proceed to the next chapter, where we will look at a close relationship between longevity and discovering our life's mission. And then we proceed to the next chapter, that is from logotherapy to ikigai. How to live. Here in this chapter, the author has very nicely explained about logotherapy, and I'm really amazed to get to know about logotherapy and the other therapy also mentioned here. From logotherapy to ikigai, there's one more therapy in between, so we'll see the journey, how the author has explained. And in this, he has explained how to live longer and better by finding your purpose. See, have you seen people around you? They fall sick. Even if they have wealth, the money is being used, for the sickness. But that is not the kind of life we have come here to live. That life we have come here to live a happy life, to live a healthy life. So I hope all of you, how many of you want to live longer and better by finding your purpose? Just write, if you want to live 100, just write 100, 100, 100 in the chat box, so that you can even tell the universe, and then that is going to guide you to move to towards your purpose. So I would love to have answers from everybody. Would you like to live 100, or you can even write 100 plus? So let's with keeping that affirmation in mind. Yes, we want to live, we are living a life of 100 plus years and doing good to the community. So let's proceed now. What is logotherapy? Okay, now to make you make it very easy for you, let me share about this logotherapy, what is mentioned here. What is logotherapy? There is a picture, I can actually share it with you. Just a second. Yeah, let me just share that picture with you. Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay, I just forgot to share. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so in this chapter we'll be talking about what is logotherapy. There is a Morita therapy, which is very interesting, and now ikigai, sorry. And what is there next after ikigai? So for logotherapy also, I have a picture which will really help make it interesting to know more about it. So let me just begin about that. Here it is. So just give me a second. I hope you can see this. So see this person. He's the he's a Viktor Frankl. Okay, he's the founder of logotherapy and existential analysis. I'm going to show you the diagram of this existential also, because even I understood so well. He says a man's concern, even his despair over the worthwhileness of life, is an existential distress, but by no means a mental disease. You know what he means to say? Now, first, let's understand logotherapy. Now, the meaning of logotherapy. What is it? It's actually an approach to psychotherapy. It's a therapy. It's a process. See, somebody is having some sickness in the mind. They go to the psychiatrist, right? But psychiatrist, what the psychiatrist does is the psychiatrist will talk about the past. He will dig in the past, and he will take him to visit the past, and that's more difficult for them, right? But this is something interesting. It's an approach to psychotherapy that helps people explore what makes their lives meaningful, so that they can better deal with their difficulties and overcome the problems. Okay, logotherapy is something which seeks to help people discover and recognize their freedom to find meaning despite the problems and challenges, and to determine ways to implement positive goal directed action in their lives. So here logotherapy actually means, you're adding logo is the logo word means meaning. Okay, I have that also meaning about logotherapy. It's the meaning is a motivational force in human life. So if somebody is down in life, you know you don't have to talk to them about medications. You don't have to always talk to them about the past that went wrong, but there is something which could motivate them to stand up again and live their life again. So that is a motivational force. So actually this logotherapy includes three facts. You can make a note of this: freedom of will. Then you have the freedom of will. You can decide, you can decide what you want in your life. Will to meaning, you can find the purpose, the meaning of your life. You have the right to find the meaning of your life. Will, you have the will to find the meaning of your life. And then comes the meaning of life. So life has meaning under all circumstances, even in the miserable one. See, I can tell you my example to explain this logotherapy. Now, when I read this book that time, first time, I was already out of the mess of my life. Now, what had happened is I was also in a situation where the circumstances were very, very unfavorable in my life. Okay. And almost I was about to give up. But I think this was the therapy which I think I applied, or maybe I was blessed to apply. In that, when we say people say, when I'm very unhappy, I am facing concerns in my health, I'm facing concerns in my relationships, I'm facing concerns in my money, or career. So it was a kind where I was totally unhappy. I can literally vouch for this, because when I was unhappy, I really found the happiness in that unhappy zone. So this means the same in any circumstances. Life has meaning. So then I started searching, what is the meaning of my life, and I'm so unhappy, why am I here? So in that I discovered, I got the motivational force of living my life. Okay, so that is what is logotherapy all about. Okay, so it helps you. Logotherapy is nothing but it helps you to find the reason to live. And once you know the reason to live, definitely, you can have live your dream life. That is what is logotherapy. It means the search for meaning in your life. So if you have to understand with the diagram, you can understand that life has meaning under all circumstances. Okay, the first comes is that any circumstances, whatever you may be going through, but your life has meaning. Okay, even if it's the most miserable ones, even if it's the happiest occasion, or if it's the most miserable ones, but your life has meaning. You need to find that meaning. Now our motivation for living is what is our motivation? It's living is it's our will to find that meaning in our life. Do you have the will to find the meaning? Some people will say, oh, meri takdeer aisi hai. They will just shut their mind, and they will not go and find the answers when they are in this kind of situation, or they will listen to other people. But if you have the will, you can really find the meaning of life, even in that time when you are facing the low phase of your life. Okay, and then once you have that will, then you also have the freedom. We have the freedom to find meaning in what we do and what we experience. So my dear friends, it's very important to understand that whatever happens in our life, it happens for a reason. We just need to find out why it's happening and what's the reason. So what's the meaning? Okay, this situation or this incident has taught me something in my life. What's the meaning? I need to find out. So if you have that will, you already have the freedom. You can go ahead and find the meaning of life. Okay, so the process of now I can stop sharing here. I'll tell you what the author has given here. The process of logotherapy can be summarized in these 5 steps. The author has mentioned a person feels empty. So the person is completely empty, lonely inside. He's frustrated, and many of us might be facing this situation in our life, surely. Okay, so many times it happens. Or maybe the person is anxious. The second process is the therapist of logotherapy will show him that what he's feeling is the desire to have a meaningful life. This is very true. If somebody is feeling low, frustrated, actually here the therapist is going to tell that person, okay, that means now you are on the path to find the meaning of your life. But people don't understand, oh, why this happened to me. It's actually you landed up in that situation because you are in search of happiness. You are in search of meaning of your life. That's why you landed up in that situation. So it's up to you whether you stay in that situation, you find the meaning and come out of it. Okay, that's the logotherapy helps you do that. So of his own, the patient discovers his life's purpose at that particular point of time. So if you're consulting a therapist and he's using logotherapy, you can discover the life purpose during that point of time. And that's so amazing. Of his own free will, the patient decides. Now it's up to you. Once you discover the purpose, it's up to you. You accept it as your destiny or you reject that destiny. Okay, so it's up to you. You have the free will. And once you find this newfound passion for life will help you overcome the obstacle and sorrow. Now let me tell you my story. This is very much relatable to my story because I have been into teaching, and I loved the teaching, but I was not happy. Now also I'm doing the same, but only thing is I found at that time when I was teaching, I was not passionate because I had to do a lot of preparation, and I was not interested in teaching the subject which I was teaching. The subject was, the passion was teaching, but I was not interested in teaching maths or accountancy or whatever language or whatever subject was given to me. So I was unhappy every time I had to take the class. But over a years of time, I just managed. But now I'm seeing, okay, if I'm taking classes, it's my passion. Now I've discovered, I know the purpose of my life. So I know, so that same teaching passion, the teaching profession has become my passion now because I've discovered the purpose. That's the difference. Okay, so when you know your purpose of life, you can easily find your passion, and your passion can discover the purpose. Okay, so everything can be taken away from a man, but the one thing is the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude. See, anything can be taken, but if you have to choose the attitude towards a particular circumstances, it's your own choice. You can choose your own way. How do you consider a given situation in your life? Okay, so this is based on the experience mentioned by the therapist here. Okay, the victor. So they have also spoken about the next point. The author has written, fight for yourself. Now give me an answer. Do you know why you get frustrated? How many of you know the answer why you get frustrated? Can you Give me. Oh, okay. This is a descriptive question. So may I know that do you get frustrated because of others? So just write oh, because that will be a quick answer from you. Do you get frustrated because of others? So that will answer my question. Yeah. Yeah, big O, I can see. That's wonderful. Thank you, Prakash. Yeah, lovely. Thank you, Tabassum. Thank you, Prataksha. Yeah. So yeah, you do get frustrated. Even I was in that situation. Okay, but now since and this book reading is really helping me. So let me tell you a very nice introductory word: existential frustration. So I have also got the meaning for you to explain what is this existential frustration. Let me share it with you. What is this? So that you will understand what is this, why it's happening. Yeah. Okay. So here you can see. I hope you can see this. Yeah, existential frustration arises when our life is without purpose. So if you don't know your purpose, this will come in your life again and again. What is this existential frustration? This is humans' search for meaning is a fundamental motive of their existence. They are looking for the meaning of their life. So when they keep looking, why they are existing in this world, that is bringing them that existential frustration is coming in their life again and again. So if it's coming, it means you have not found the purpose. Still, you are on the way. You are getting a direction that you need to find the purpose of your life. The meaning is not something that comes easily to people. Huh? This kind of frustration, existential frustration, meaning understanding will not come easily to people. It requires a deep personal understanding of one's own history. You have to look at your life history and you have to look at your goals, and then it can be an aggravating process, huh? Because this existential frustration it's coming every day on a regular basis, but this is something which will come when our life is without a purpose. I hope you can correlate. Yes, go out, totally out of their mind. Yes, Joshina, very good. Yeah, totally out of their mind. Okay, so instead I can tell you it can be a positive thing. It can be a catalyst for change. See, when you're frustrated completely, you might find an answer for your life, because you might be so much frustrated. Because I was so much frustrated that time. I said, no, I want an answer. What is this going on? Everything it's going backwards. So I need to find an answer. So that frustration made me really bring a change in my life, and that was the turning point. That will be the turning point when you understand. Oh, it is because of I don't know the purpose of my life. Okay. So the point to understand here is he who has a why to live. If you know the why of your life, okay, you can bear with almost any how. Lovely quote explained in this book. If you know the why, then the how is not going to matter to you. Okay, so let anybody come, but you know your why. Okay, so please see that you know your why proper. Have a clarity of your why, so that the how doesn't trouble you again and again. So based on his own experience, Frankel believed that our health actually depends on that natural tension that comes from comparing. We keep comparing what we have accomplished so far. Okay, kitna humne success kiya hai with what we would like to achieve. Hum compare karte hain whatever we have achieved to what we would like to achieve in the future. But what we need to do then is not a peaceful existence, but a challenge we can strive to meet by applying all the skills. See, we have so many skills. Okay, so instead of just sitting back and getting frustrated, he says, why not make it a peaceful existence? Why not take it as a challenge and try to apply all the skills that are available to us and go towards the future goals. Okay, so existential. Yeah, there is another term used here, existential crisis. Let me tell, the author has really mentioned existential crisis is again on the other hand is very typical in the modern societies, in which people do what they are told to do. Okay, people will always do, okay, you do this, you do that, or what they will do what others are doing, they will just copy. Okay, I have seen, like, when we used to attend meetings, okay, or when we are going out for our relatives functions. Okay, what are you doing, what is your profession, what work you are doing, and how do you talk to people, whatever discussion was used to go on, we get into the common people, we just get involved into them. Okay, because we are told to do that, and what others are doing, we just copy them. Or rather than what they do, rather than what they want to do, we don't see what we want to do. Okay, we don't find out, because we are into that group of people. So what is this existential crisis? So this means, where am I going? What am I doing? And what is the meaning of my life? This is called as existential crisis. So I feel empty inside. The author has given very nice statement explaining this existential crisis. This is the next term. In a study which was conducted, okay, here in one of the hospitals, they found that 55% of the patients they interviewed were experiencing some degree of existential crisis. That means, here the people did not know how to fill the gap between what is expected of them and what they want for themselves. They did not know what to do. Okay, so that gap they could not fill in. So but now I think we are very lucky that we are having mentors in our life and they are there to guide us. So but then people do not have mentors because they feel, okay, I know I have achieved success and I know the way. So they are not ready to come out of this existential crisis. Okay, so according to logotherapy, discovering one's purpose in life helps an individual fill that existential crisis. You're going to fill that existential void when you know your purpose of life. You will be getting directed properly. Okay, so I hope you understood this. So how can we do this? Okay, the author has suggested better living through logotherapy. He says we don't create the meaning of our life. We are not going to create. It's we are going to discover the meaning of our life. He says we are going to discover it. Okay, so we have a very unique reason, okay, for being, which we can find. It might take a number of years for us, but we can always discover the meaning of our life. Okay, I hope this is clear. And then he has given 4 case studies which you can go through. Now let me go to the Morita therapy. Okay, now what is this Morita therapy? Now this is the therapy, it's named after Shoma Morita, who was a Zen Buddhist. Okay, and in his therapy left a lasting spiritual mark in Japan. Okay, Morita therapy, what it focuses? It's focusing on teaching the patients to accept their emotions without trying to control them. So, what is, if somebody is going through an emotional turmoil, the Morita therapy is saying that accept it, accept your emotions. Okay, don't try to control them, but at the same time, since their feelings will change as a result, so they are asked to change their actions. They are asked to change their actions, and their actions will change their feelings. This is what the therapy is applied. Since their feelings will change as a result of their actions. So in addition, the Morita therapy seeks to create, actually what in this therapy, new emotions are created on the basis of actions. So we have heard fake it till you make it. How many of you are following this in your life? Fake it till you make it, है ना? We say uh, we are told, we are following this rule that, okay, even if you don't you have not fulfilled this dream, come on, you can start faking it in your life unless you make it. Yeah, so even I'm doing that, and really many things are coming true in life because this is really a very amazing formula. So creating new emotions in life, like for example, okay, if you are in a situation, you find there is some relationship concern going on, so you can fake it. Okay, no, I bring in those feelings inside you that no, my relationship has improved and we are doing very well, we are having a good bonding, whatever relation you want to improve. So once you bring in that feelings, automatically that feelings will make you do that actions, and you will start feeling good from inside, and then your action will also be according to that. So you're creating new emotions, and only when you create new emotions, you will give way for the old emotions to disappear from your mind. Okay, so Morita's therapy teaches us to accept our desires, accept our anxieties, accept our fears and worries, and after you accept them, you can let them go. Don't keep it in your mind. Okay, this is happening, go, let them go, let them go out of your mind. Okay, so in feelings, it is best, always they say, it's always, if you want to be rich, if you want to be wealthy, first you feel yourself. Yeah, but real is authentic. Yeah, correct. Yeah, so yeah, in certain, we are not talking about fake it till you make it, about the it's for us. We are not talking about others, it's for us, it's for our life. Okay, so in feelings, it is best to be wealthy and generous. So have the feeling that you are wealthy, have the feeling you are generous. First bring in those feelings into your life. Okay, and then in this case, the therapy says that the therapist has very nicely explained that, let in this way, what you're going to do, no, you're going to let go your negative feelings very easily. Your negative feelings will go out of your life very easily when you start doing this. So there are basically the principles of Morita therapy are: accept your feelings, whatever feelings you have in your life, then do what you should be doing. Okay, now for example, okay, suppose you're feeling lonely. Okay, let me accept you're feeling, suppose you're say feeling lonely today, there's nobody at home. Okay, can't we talk and can't we feel happy and talk to that solitude feeling? Hello solitude, how are you today? Come sit with me, I will care for you. Why can't we start feeling, finding happiness when we are all by ourselves? Why can't we accept that feeling that yeah, but people feel, oh, I'm alone today, I don't know what's going to happen to me if I live this kind of life. No, you can start, change, bringing in new emotions, new feelings into your life as well. The second principle says, do what you should be doing. Focus, we shouldn't focus on eliminating symptoms, because recovery will come on its own. We should not eliminate the symptoms. We try to run behind, eliminating the symptoms. Oh, this is happening, okay, let me not respond to this person, or let me not behave in this way. We should not eliminate the symptoms. The recovery will come on its own. It's going to happen and it's going to come on its own. And then yeah, these are the third one is discover your life's purpose. We can't control our emotions, but we can take charge of our emotions every day. Can we do that? Yes. So can we at least take charge of our emotions? Okay, whether now suppose somebody is getting angry on you, it's up to you. How are you going to respond to that person? Are you going to respond angrily, or are you going to take charge? Okay, this anger is not going to impact me. So we can all do that, right? So write down C, charge, if you want to take charge of your emotion. Yeah. From today onwards, I will take charge of my emotions. Please write it in the chat box. Yeah, I'm ready to take charge. So the four phases, yeah, the Morita therapy has been written, has been explained in four phases. Yeah. Yeah. We have heard about now, a lot is being spoken about retreat. Okay, now in this I came across this Morita therapy talking something like the retreat, but there are four phases in this Morita. The first phase is for 5 to 7 days. Okay, it's isolation and rest. So during the first during the first week of treatment, people, yeah, very good Joshina, nice, very good Varsha. So what is done in these 5 to 7 days, and many people I am seeing on YouTube, many famous personalities are going for retreat of 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. They're repeating the retreat procedure because they might be facing some kind of concern. Okay, so no television is there, there are no books, no family, no friends, no phone, no speaking. All that you have to do is just be with your thoughts. Okay, and the person has to lie down most of the day, and just the therapist goes and visits him regularly, who's trying to actually avoid interacting with him. The therapist will just advise the person to continue observing the rise and fall of the emotions. Can you do that during the day? Because you're surrounded by people. Can you start focusing on your emotions throughout the day? Can you make an emotion chart, write down all the good emotions and the not so good emotions, and see at the end of the day, can you take a test? Okay, what were the emotions I feel? And just for a week, check which emotions you are mostly most of the time of the day, what emotions are you there in? Okay, so this this is what is the first 7 days. Second, light occupational therapy, 5 to 7 days. In this, the patient performs repetitive tasks. The patient means the person who is going for a therapy is performing repetitive tasks in silence. He's doing this in silence. Okay, and what he's doing, he has to keep a diary. Now the second phase is he has to keep a diary, and he has to make a note of his thoughts and feelings. Okay, and then after a week, the person goes out after a week being shut in. Then after a week, he's told to take walk in the nature. After a week of he starts doing breathing exercises. Okay, in these simple activities are also added, like gardening, drawing, painting. And this person in the second week is still not allowed to talk to anyone except the therapist. Can you imagine what? Yeah, we can do. Yeah, but daily when we are surrounded by people, very good. Yeah, we cannot do that. I agree with you, Joshina, very good. So yeah, so for that, that's why these retreats have started now. So this is what happens in retreats. So even I was very curious to know what is this happening in the retreats, right? So now the next comes is occupational therapy. Now this is for the next 5 to, this is the third phase, 5 to 7. And in this stage, what the person is doing, he's performing tasks which requires physical movement. Okay, physical movement starts like maybe they are going to the mountains to chop the woods, or they are doing some physical exercise like writing, painting, or making some ceramics. but the person will speak can speak with others at this stage, but only about the task he has at hand. He's not going to talk about anything. He's going to talk about the task which he has in hand. And in the fourth phase, the return to social life and real world. So once the retreat is over, they come back, and once the person is now introduced to the social life, and now he maintains the practices. The point is maintaining the practices of meditation when he comes back, and the therapy that he has received. The idea behind this whole process is to re-enter the society as a new person with a sense of purpose, and without being, getting entangled into the social environment, the social pressure which is entangling all of us, right? So there's emotional pressure everybody is facing, and this is not taught in schools and colleges to all of us, right? So we are learning when we come across people who are really involved into these kind of who have already brought changes in their life with this. So when we come in touch with them, so basically what is the understanding is we need to keep our emotions. We need to have only good emotions. This is what I have understood. So you can start, and it's just a practice. See, I did not go for any retreat. I did not attend any such therapy. But yeah, I was isolated. Now I can recollect back. I was isolated during, and all of us were isolated during the COVID time. But I was isolated for many of the months, all alone. But yeah, I really understand. It's at that time when I went deep into to understand my emotions, frequency, why is it happening. So I could read my emotions, and that's how I could discover the inner kind of happiness. Okay. So then after this, so as Morita has said, if you are angry and want to fight, think about it for 3 days. Suppose you get angry and you want to fight back. Okay. Do one thing. Tell yourself, let me think about it for 3 days before coming to the blows, before giving a blow to anybody else. Wait for 3 days. You know what will happen? After 3 days, the intense desire which you have to fight with that person, no, that will pass away on its own. That will you'll let go with that easily. So I think we can change our habits, the emotions which are not good for us in our life, which give us worry, which are I call it as ding dong, or we call it as anger. Yeah, we can actually handle our emotions by practicing. Take small baby steps we can do. And now comes the ikigai, the next part of this chapter. So now logotherapy and Morita therapy, they're both grounded. They're personal, unique. You get a personal experience, you get a unique experience. Okay. In fact, from last 1 week, I have been, yeah, sorry, I have not been able to read the chats. Yeah, Joshina, very good. Deepika, yeah, that's nice. Deepika, very good. So I hope you're understanding that you need to keep a check on your emotions on a regular basis. Now these both therapies are very interesting. Okay, you can access yeah, there are spiritual retreats and these therapies are going on. Okay, so the main gist here is uh, you know uh, in this, if you find the flow like in the following chapters, yeah, once you find it, let me tell you, the mission is this all therapy is are leading for us to find our mission, that is purpose. So the mission is finding your ikigai, which is your existential fuel. So have you found your ikigai? Tell me. Or are you on the path of finding it? If you're on the path, say yes, I'm on the path. I want to find I am on the path of ikigai. Yes, so say I am on the path. P for path. Yes, once you find it, you know what is the only thing you require? Only thing you require, it is only a matter of having the courage. Once you find that ikigai, see, everybody will find the ikigai at some point in your life, but we don't be consistent on that path. So the challenge which comes in again after that is, once you find your ikigai, having the courage and making the effort to stay on that right path. Yes, I want to be on this path, and I'm going to follow my ikigai. Yes, very good, I'm on the path. Thank you, Varsha. Thank you, Deepika. Very good. So in the following chapters, we'll take a look at the can't found it but can't execute. I love teaching. Yeah, so you need to as it's given on, did you see, you have to get into yourself, be alone by yourself for some days, and when you meditate, basically what I have understood is meditating will help you, focusing on your emotions will help you. Okay, getting your ikigai, and when you do it for a when you're setting yourself apart from the general public, no, you'll be able to find it very easily. Otherwise, other people are already there to hammer our emotions up and down. Okay, so yes, so are you ready to throw yourself into your passion as if it were the most important thing in the world? Are you ready to find that passion in your life? Are you ready? Because the next chapter is about all about that. Yeah. So we are going to look ahead, okay? And what you'll need to get to do is just get moving along the path. Once you find that ikigai, you might have found. We don't know how many of you have found it out. You might have found, but maybe you're not having that courage, or you're not accepted that challenge. Okay, I need to make an effort to stay on the right path. Yeah. So please see that we do that, and that can be done by being surrounded by supportive people who will push you to do that. So the next chapter is all about that. Very interesting. I really love that. In fact, I found the secret in this: finding flow in the task. Okay, you have done to choose. So let's see. We go to the third chapter. Sorry, chapter 4, finding flow. Okay, just a second. Yeah. Yeah, this is very interesting chapter, and the whole secret lies here. I was so amazed to read it for the second time. I really found another secret when I read it for the second time. First time, the secret was not revealed to me. So this is chapter 4, find flow in everything you do. Now we need to understand the meaning of flow. For that also, I've got a short write-up. Now, what does this chapter focus on? How to turn work and free time into your spaces for growth. Okay. So how are you going to do this? You are having your work time, you're having your free time. How can you bring growth in those areas, like your workspace as well, growth in your workspace, and utilizing your free time also? How can you use it for? It's very amazing chapter. So for that, before that, let me show you the, yeah, what are the parts. This is a little deep chapter. We may continue in the next class as well. So find flow. So first we are going to cover up going with the flow. So for that, I'll explain what is the meaning of flow, then power of the flow. And I have seen many popular channels discussing that you need to go with the flow. I used to not understand. Okay, I had read the book, but now today, this time when I was reading the book, I really understood the meaning of the flow so well. And it's a secret which was revealed to me: power of the flow, and what are the 7 conditions of achieving the flow. So you can even learn how to, the author has explained so well what are the 7 conditions in which you can achieve that flow. What are the strategies of achieving the flow? What's the difference between concentrating on a task and multitasking? What are the advantages of flow, and what are the disadvantages of distractions? What about the examples given? What's the result of the flow in Japan? Then it's about the micro flow, enjoying your mundane task, sorry. And then instant vacations, how they are going to getting there through meditation. Even you can go for an instant vacation through your meditation, you can do that. Then humans as ritualistic beings, and using flow to find your ikigai. So let me share with you the meaning of this flow, so that you get an idea of this. Sorry, 1 second. So here we come to understanding the meaning of flow. Okay. So when we are talking about this flow, yeah. Okay. So what is this Japanese flow? Okay, the first para itself is going with the flow. First, we need to understand what is the meaning of this flow. Please pay attention, all of you. It's very important concept, and we'll be continuing in the next class. Flow can be said to occur when you are consistently doing something you love. Consistently doing something you love, and that you are good at. Something you love means you're good at something and you love doing that. Combination of both, with the possible added benefit of bringing value to others' life. Wow, this was missing in my life. And even if I was good at something, I love doing that, but I did not have this bringing value to others' life. And this is how I got into the flow. Now I really appreciate the way the author has explained this to us. In such a case, a flow might be seen as in tune with your ikigai, or activities that give your life meaning and purpose. So another part I can explain to you in another way. Flow, what is flow? Flow can be said to occur when you are consistently doing something you love and that you are good at, with the possible added benefit of bringing value to others' life. Okay, in such a case, flow might be seen as in tune with your ikigai. Okay, this is the same. So this will give your life meaning and purpose. How many of you can agree with me that the third part is missing, adding value? So if value part is missing in your life, you can add, or if a love in your love is missing, or G, if good is missing, what are you good at? You don't know this. So what is it missing in your life? Are you still searching something you want to, something you love to do, or you're still searching something you are good at? Are you still searching something to do something which will bring value to others' life? So what is it? Value, love, or good? What is your search going on for? What are you searching for? Are you searching for something to love? So write L. Are you searching for something you are good at? Write G. Are you searching to do something that will bring benefit to others' life? Write V. So please put in the chat box. I would love to take your review here. Okay. So let's yeah, I would love to take a review. Yeah, V, value. Very good. V. Yes, Deepika. Wonderful. Yes, Rekha. That's nice. Okay. May I have others also response? Yeah, please. Or if you have found all the three, I know my ikigai, you can just write ikigai. I know the ikigai. Yeah, very good. The ikigai process will go on till you settle down. Okay. Yes, value. Very good. Amazing, Varsha. Very good. Yes. Please, may I have others also share your answers also, so that yes, Neha, very good, value, amazing. So at least you got to find today that yeah, I need to do something which is adding value to the others. Otherwise, we will be living a life what other normal people are living. We will not be standing out in our life. If you want to stand out from in our life, if you want to do something big, then we need to add on all these factors in whatever we are doing in our life. Thank you, Sneha also. Okay, so that is what. Now let me proceed to explain this further. So flow means completely immersed in what you're doing, completely getting involved. You don't know, you're not impacted by anything at all. Okay, so you are a part, you become your ego gets dissolved. Okay, and you become a part of what you're doing. You get completely immersed in the experience. So if you're cooking, you get completely immersed in your cooking. Or if you're talking to somebody, sometimes we get immersed in talking to somebody, right? Or if you're making a presentation, we get completely immersed. But if you're not getting completely immersed, then that means you're getting distracted. Okay, so if it is not a flow, that is called flow. When you're immersed completely, you're in a flow. If you're not in a flow, you're distracted. So that's why the author has explained very well what's the difference between flow and distractions. Okay, so if you're not in the flow, that means you're distracted by anything else. But if you get involved in the flow, your ego dissolves and you become a part of what you're doing. You become one with it. And this is the kind of experience we all should have. So suppose we start cooking, and before we know, several hours have passed. Sometimes it happens, oh, I'm so tired, I'm standing from morning, I've been cooking because the guests have been coming. You feel that, right? So then you're not enjoying that, right? But suppose you start reading a book in the afternoon, okay, and you forgot about the world and it was evening. You started and it became evening and you did not realize, so it was sunset. And then you realize, oh, we haven't eaten dinner. होता है ना कभी कभी, अरे आज तो हम खाना खाना ही भूल गए, अरे आज तो हमने लंच करना ही भूल गया. Sometimes we have experienced such, we have got such experience. Okay, so we don't realize how many hours we have spent doing this kind of act, because we get completely immersed into it. So this is an example to understand the flow. Okay, the opposite can also happen when we have to complete a task which we don't want to do. You know what will happen? अभी मुझे ना पहले ऐसे था कि I don't like to make parathas for many people. I like to make parathas 4-5 is my capacity. मुझे अगर 15 पराठा बोलेंगे नहीं 15-20, so I get distracted. So then अरे अभी कब खत्म होगा? Every minute feels like a burden for you. और ये कब होगा काम? ये कब खत्म होगा? Right? So that time, then you keep looking at your watch, right? So this is not the flow. These are the distractions. So you have to come in the flow. The funny thing is that someone else might really enjoy the same task somebody else. I have seen people. Yeah, so true. Yeah, when you do what you do, you forget the time. Very true. Yeah, it's happened. Like you went for a walk. You decided today you'll walk for 30 minutes, but when you came back, you saw, oh, it's almost 1.5 or 90 minutes I went for a walk. So you got immersed into that. That's called as flow. That's the activity which you need to focus on. That's the way you should do the other activities as well. Okay, but we might see that other people might enjoy. So I found people loving to make parathas. उनको कितने भी पराठे बोलो बना लेते हैं, because they like doing that. Okay, So then otherwise we want to finish it as quickly. So what makes us, the point is, what makes us enjoy doing something so much that we forget about whatever worries we might have while we were doing it. Yeah, let me tell you, today is Wednesday is a session, and other days also I have other commitment. But if something new comes in, no, I completely forget that, oh, the, you know, this is going to cause worry to me. I'm still immersed in my, if I'm taking classes, I'm immersed in the classes. If I'm taking a session, this kind of book, I'm immersed. मुझे आगे का worry, पीछे का कुछ भी नहीं, ना कल का, nothing is, I don't remember anything. नहीं तो, you know, you can see on a person's face कि अरे इसको तो, she should be having a lot of tension now. As I told you, now after this session I have a class, but there's no worry, I know I'll be on time. Okay, because you are enjoying the current process, whatever I'm doing, you have to enjoy that. So enjoy everything you do. Okay, and if you do it without worry, you'll be able to do it better. Or these questions, when you get the answer for these questions, this will help you to discover your ikigai. So I'll end with this quote, and I'll continue from the second point in the next class. Please excuse me because we are running short of time, but I would end. I have written this in a quote in the form of in the presentation. Let me show you this quote so that you take this home as a lesson for today. I hope you got it. And if somebody would like to speak something, yeah, this is what will help you, my friends, to find your ikigai. Please keep this in mind. And yeah, this is what makes us enjoy doing something so much that we forget about whatever worries we might have while we do it. One thing, first question. And something when we are happiest, what we are doing when we are happiest. What is that when we are happiest? These questions, when you will help you discover your ikigai. These are the questions which will help you discover your ikigai. So I hope you're on the path with me to discover the ikigai. And this chapter is very deep. We'll continue with more examples in the next session. If anybody has something to share, you can please share. Yeah, there is one more. Focus on enjoying. This is a part of, actually, this is a concluding part of the this fourth chapter, but let me tell you, focus on enjoying your daily rituals, using them as tools to enter a state of flow. So if you enjoy, then only you learn to enter a flow. Na? See, sometimes somebody is choosing to take up a job. Somebody is choosing, okay, job nahi jam raha hai, to business kar rahe hain. Business nahi kar raha hai, to kuch aur kar rahe hain. Something. So there is no flow. How will you succeed? Consistency is required in everything. Don't worry about the outcome. It will come naturally. Why people have become billionaires and millionaires? It is because they have been consistently. Sachin Tendulkar ko kya hua? Consistently he learned batting. Shah Rukh Khan consistently focus on one. They are in the state of flow. That is why everything is coming to them naturally. So happiness is in the doing, not in the result. Everyone is looking for the result. मुझे ये फायदा होगा, मुझे ये progress मिलेगा, मुझे ये success. No, don't focus on the result. You focus on the doing. Enjoy the process. Get into the state of flow. So as a rule of thumb, remind yourself every time, rituals over goals. I'll explain this in the next class because this is a part of it. So I hope I could bring you closer to your ikigai. If anybody has something to share, you can please share. We have 2 more minutes. Okay, take 30 seconds to share in one line.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम सिमरन जी. आपका तो बिल्कुल एडिक्टिव है. आपका मतलब होता है कि कुछ मिस नहीं हो जाए.
हाँ यार, कुछ मिस नहीं होना चाहिए because I'm trying to read maximum for you so that ये भी मिस ना हो जाए because the chapter is big ना, थोड़ा सा points डिटेल में है. I'm trying to make
बहुत
it
अच्छे
easy.
से आप सेशन लेते हो और बिल्कुल क्लियर बताते हो कि कैसे करनी है चीजें. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anybody else would like to share? Give a feedback? Okay, thank you, Sneha. Thank you, Varsha. Yes. Thank you, Brahmara. Thank you, Vijaya. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful evening and see you soon till next week. And remember to be in the flow. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.